Alright. I should be back on recording about a half mile down the road. Damn, her beep and it caught me off guard. It's been so long since I ran the GoPro that long and the battery went dead on it. But it was about the time I hit a bump and I thought the motorcycle was telling me something. So that was kind of fun for a second. But this used to be a parking area thing. They just turned it into a park. Those buildings some of them have been flooded out, burned down. They tore some of them down. Painted the side of that one. I probably need to come back and redo that. It's been a long time. It wasn't like that when I was a kid, I can tell you that. Yeah, I know service is overdue. Technically it's not. Just by the date. I don't care about that date, I care about the miles. I mean, we didn't have much of a winter, so I ain't worried about that. But hell, I got a release record going around Welch. Around the old city. I mean, need the video quality for when I'm like 80 and can't do shit anymore. I remember when I did this. I mean, as much as I hated this town, it's still one of those things like, I probably should turn that music down a little bit, that this is where I came from. The mighty Tug. I'm just swimming in that shit. Hell, the way it's, I'm not even sure I'm supposed to come out that way. Oh well. Sue me. I did lock those boxes down, didn't I? Yeah, I think I did. When I was a kid, come down here, these streets were full, but that didn't last long. By the time I was 10 years old, this town was halfway dead. There's nothing down here. State property. DMV. Huh. Okay. Sure. Let's do a circle at least one good time here. Municipal building. Parking garage. Then we'll go out that way and come back. I just want to do a full circle around the town. Quick serve. I don't see shit going on around here though. Just cars parked everywhere. Well, somebody told me they reversed this, but I don't see it. Oh, that's right. They did put that movie theater in, like a dollar theater. I don't know if that thing's still running or not. Oh, turn music off. So, now the big mighty city of Welch. We're just hanging out here at the courthouse. And the Douglas Mortuary, which I'm sure is still going. One thing about being in the funeral business, you'll never go out of business. You might move, but you ain't going out of business. Yeah, I've only seen one of those things that are on the... You're supposed to be riding them. Everybody's fucking towing them. What the hell? They must come down here on vacation, all of them together. Yeah, Pennsylvania tags. Imagine that. West Virginia. I guess everybody got caught behind a guy going slow, which would technically be me today. It's baseball in a trailer. But I'm sightseeing. If you call it sightseeing. Alright. What the hell's a 42 Chevrolet? Dude's got some money, put his little show car in there. Looks like a Camaro. Who cares? see much to it going on. Which is sad because it's less than what it was when I was here. It used to be the old folks' home. Now I think there was apartments. Got to the other high society part of town. I think I did hit the record, didn't I? Yeah, I did. I'm recording. The GoPro stuff and making videos and stuff has gotten easier, and I know I haven't put up as many and stuff like that, but it's been a lot of health related issues. I put up some other videos on my other channel. That channel's all gun related stuff, which I'm just losing my drive on. I don't know. It's like when the gun's new and you're scoping them and you're trying to do all this stuff with them, it's great, but I'm just not a shooter, man. Like, sit there and just do it over and over and over again. Like, I could probably get into it in competition or something, but just out there, I just get bored. That's where a lot of things changed, like, and especially because I come from here. My dad was a big gun guy, and I grew up around him. My first memory in life is actually shooting a gun. But that's just, you know, you get away from things in life, and you start going like I hunted, and all my friends hunted. We hunted all the time, and it got to be where I felt like, it's like, man, what am I doing this for? Is this what I want to do, or am I just doing it because this is what I was raised to do? And more or less, it's because it's what I was raised to do. Now, I won't be coming back out through this road. I want to go up over the mountain here and turn around and come back, just because I used to run around over here a little bit, just for the hell of it. And then I'm going to take the bypass around Welch, head back out. I'm just not really interested in hanging out down here too much, because there ain't shit going on. Ain't nobody down here for me to see or anything. Like, I just wanted to see it and bring a bike up here one time in my life just to do it, which I've already said that like 45 times, but I feel accomplished at this point. Did some stuff with the high school band there once for a little memorial thing, and they did that. They opened that up. That's all the people got killed in Vietnam that was from here. I could go out that way, I guess, but I never really spent much time other than that. So the Fanning Funeral Home, yep, that'll be here. No, it's just nothing here. Voteforbuck.com. I'm voting for a .com. What's a .com running for? I know. Trying to be funny. Yeah, a little stop right. I didn't realize it was going to get as hot today as it is either. Glad I took that liner out of this jacket. It don't bother you when you're sitting up at speed, but after you stop there for a few minutes, you start sweating, and it gets hot pretty quick, and you realize how hot you are. So I think I am going to be able to make this whole trip in one day. That's a good thing. Some of this is just me sitting around, so if it goes like dead, I'll throw in some music or something. At this point, there's really not much left for me to really talk about going through here. The hell? Bunch of motorcycle parts sitting there on the side of the hill. Somebody tried to make their own little Tail of the Dragon thing there or something. Is that the curve? Yeah, that's the one you go down the high school football field. But yeah, if you're gonna follow 16 back out, you turn on that road, man, and it's fun. It's hard left, hard right, hard left, hard right, just constant. Was that Coalwood and Coretta over there? Coretta Mountain? I think, if I remember right. It's how long it's been, I don't really remember. I used to know it all by heart. Wendy's is still here. Magic Mart's closed. That says Pioneer or something, I don't know. Or if that grocery store is still over there. Yeah, Magic Mart's closed, a little building there, and the Goodsons. Now, the Wendy's was always here when I was a kid. But like that McDonald's that's here, that wasn't here when I was a kid. race up and down these mountains over here too. Like try to pass people to pass them, and now here I'm not even doing the speed limit. What about a radio station where it still runs? WELC in Welch. Make a couple videos out there. So like, man, if I start really getting into like our childhood and shit, I'm sure it'd be non-stop. But I'm really just trying to stay positive. The way I see it in the long run, I won. It wasn't the victory I thought I'd have, but I'll take it. Shit, I don't think I've been over this side of the mountain. Man, it's probably been 1999, 24, 25 years ago since I've been over this far. Like, I've got an aunt that lives up there, but you don't come all the way over here. And I don't think after my dad died, I had to come over and get a toolbox. I don't think we came over here. I'm not 100% positive on that. Yeah, I got in a little bit of trouble over here. Me? Nah. Me get in trouble? Nah, not me. I never got in trouble. I was a good guy. Well, I wouldn't steal from you. You know, but as far as getting into other mischief things, yeah, I was all over the place. But this town has broke my heart so many times, too. Well, a little post office. Not every day you see a utility trailer as a post office, but there you go. Living the dream. Man, the driveways suck. Imagine that, get out and climb them stairs every damn day. That would suck after a while, especially when you get old. But you'd have some killer legs for a long time, though. That don't seem like a whole lot, so you start carrying shit up and down and you do it every day, you just get to where you're used to it. You don't think shit about it. Somebody who never done it, you're looking at them, they're out of breath. You're like, what the hell's wrong with you? No, I wasn't. I did come over here when I had the four-wheeler. Come up here, my sister and brother-in-law, we went riding four-wheelers, and I bought one just to go riding with them. And we come out of the mountains over here somewhere, and we rode back up this on the highway. So yeah, 2014 was the last time I was over here. Was that 15? It might have been 15, because he died in 14. It was either 14 or 15, I don't know. I kept it for like a year or two, and it's just like, for me to really enjoy it, I had to bring it here. And one thing I realized real quick, doing it, and I hate to say this, and my sister and brother will probably see this, like, it was fun to go do it again. And I got to ride with Kevin, my brother-in-law, a lot when I was a kid, but it just wasn't who I am anymore. So I just ended up selling it. Like I basically bought it just to have it for 2 years and selling it, lose $500-600 on it. He I think a couple years later he sold his, and then he did without for a while. Then he's like, yeah, I want another one, and he went and got a side by side. I don't know how much they actually ride though. It's one of those things. Just like you got people doing it with you, it's great. But if you're doing it by yourself, not so much. But I'm totally opposite on the motorcycle though. Motorcycle, you want to come along, great. You don't, great. It doesn't make a difference to me, because I mean, there's always something new, somewhere to go, and interesting to see. This today not being the case in point, but you know, like I want to do this whole trip today. It's going to cost me $15, you know, probably in gas to do it. And where if I'd like to bring a car up here and you're trapped in a box, I just don't like riding in vehicles anymore. And it seemed like so much more work to me. I mean, there used to be a house or a trailer over there. Let's say I knew that girl's name that lived over there. My sister was friends with. I swear it was that place. I mean, this place is looking, god damn, look at that shit. Just another crack house burnt to the ground. But yeah, I don't know why the motorcycle doesn't seem to bother me as much as just sitting in a recliner. You know, like the weird part about it is if I get up and I'm moving, I'm physically doing shit, I get better. But the problem is the moment I stop. Like I can go out and do physical labor pretty much all day, most days. I've had a couple times where like something will click in my neck or something like that, and I'll just get nauseous, and it's just weird. I haven't been on pain medicine. Finally, I ain't even got the pain medicine out. Like the doctor finally wrote me pain history. Like, well, yeah, you got a legitimate problem, and one of the reasons they don't write pain medication is because of this area. Like, it's half North Carolina's fucking pill problem coming right out of here, and that's some of the people, and I blame some of the doctors for that. You know, there's a lot of cause and effect there, and a lot of guilt for everybody. And I ain't innocent. I did shit when I was young, but damn, I didn't do it to that degree. You know, shit was fucking nuts. Yeah, I think it's about where I want to call it, right here. This gas station. That's where I was going to anyway. Flip her around and head back over, because yeah, I can go over to Jaeger, but I can tell you shit about Jaeger. It wasn't my part of the county. I don't need to get gas over here, but it's a nicer gas station. Okay. I think that window tip's exactly legal there, buddy. I like them rims. Okay. Try to figure shit out from here. Oh, there's another post office. Why aren't they using that one? Little General. Godfather's Pizza. Yep, we ain't gonna do no Godfather's Pizza today. Let's head back the other way. It's amazing what you forget. I mean, almost at this point, like, some of it doesn't even look the same. Some things do. You know, I can't say anything here is better. There used to be a little archery range over there. Indoor building. I remember that. Was it that road? Yeah, I know there was a building on that side. And they had actually an indoor archery range. I thought that shit was high tech. That was like after I was in the Marine Corps. I come up here once. Brought my first wife. I was still in the Marine Corps at the time. My dad had gotten big into archery, which he kind of got that from me. I was always an archer. Something he just did because when him and his uncle would go deer hunting, my uncle liked archery, so Dad just picked it up just enough to be able to hunt on that Saturday morning, and then on Sunday they couldn't hunt, and then first day of gun season, which was also the same week of Thanksgiving when I used to go, and I got big into it. And he was a big reloading guy. Had to reload his own ammo. That's why we didn't have good shoes or a proper jacket or anything. It's because he had to buy his reloading die, and that's the truth. But after the end, like I was in the Marine Corps, stuff like that, and I got big in archery, and then I kind of showed him, like, you know, you can build your own arrows, and that's kind of reloading all over again. And he got into it. He did it for a while. I mean, we was trying to find a bond there, and it just probably would have been okay, but that woman he was married to, my actual mother, who that's a whole nother, let's not even get into that, but yeah, so we probably would have had that going between us, but it didn't work out. So a lot of problems, a lot of drama. Oh my god, the drama. But hey, this bike's still a shit ton of fun. I wonder why it's showing everything to left over like blacked out like that. That's crazy. See if that's just a map loading issue. Let's load that back up. No, it's just the way it wants to show it. But a lot of times in life, though, you know, if you ever go back, it's like, oh yeah, I remember this. It was so much fun and all this stuff. Remember that hill. And you come back to it and you're like, yeah, that ain't quite what I remember. It's because, well, it was fun at the time, probably because you just had nothing else in your life. You know, that's the one thing about it. That's why I never understood the people who stayed here, and you know, I've been how many countries and lived in how many different states and traveled here, traveled there driving and stuff like that. It's just like, man, there's just so much more out there. Maybe there's a beauty to the simplicity that I'm just not seeing, but it's just, to me, it's just I know some people stay too long and they couldn't afford to get out. That happens too, and at that point I'll just tell you, like, you know, sell everything you can and leave the rest for the bank to come collect it back up, because we're probably not going to anyway. I've seen that happen here once. Like, we bought a place for like 25 and they foreclosed on it, and bank didn't want it, and they're like, well, sure, we'll give you $5,000 cash for it right now. And they're like, okay, that's it, that's how they bought their house. Of course, it didn't pan out for them in the long run, but that's what they did. See, I don't have none of the close friends that I have that are from here that ride motorcycle. I'm the only one. There's a lot of people that I graduated high school with. They all ride motorcycles. So we talked about that. Dean and another friend of mine, this lady I went to school with, we grew up same. We was in classes together the whole time. We was from elementary school on up, graduated and stuff. But she was riding her bike for a while. I think she sold it finally. But we talked about, like, let's get everybody from that's still alive from the graduating class that rides motorcycles. Well, I'll go up there and do that instead of a high school reunion, because nobody ever shows up to a high school reunion, especially my class. My class was known for being a bunch of assholes. That's actually a teacher tell us that, you know, like every class here was known for something, like something that was just throughout them. Class of '93, assholes, every one of them, just a bunch of assholes. Let's go. We were pissed off because every time growing up, it's been this way. You get to do this when you get to here. You get to do that when you get to there. And every time we get that mark, oh, you can't do that no more. They kept changing it. I call this the class of the generation of change. You know, like, you kept changing the rules on us. Like, every time we got to our turn to do it. So no wonder we was pissed off. You know, you kept shit the same way for 40 fucking years, but oh no, you guys were changing it on you. I think I might still a little bit bitter over that. Sounded like it, didn't it? Even though all the shit we were trying to do wasn't right anyway. We shouldn't have been doing that shit anyway. But yeah, we were a bunch of assholes, man. We'll park up here. Caboose. Don't see those on trains anymore. A thing of the past. Yeah, Magic Bar been gone for a while, looks like. Which I think I remember people telling me it closed. Hell, the Wendy's is the best looking thing in town. Got a new looking sign and everything, where they just washed it. Pioneer, that's a bank? Holy shit. Yeah, I'm so tempted to just jump on 16 and run over to War. But, man, maybe another day. That'd be almost be like a vacation weekend to do that. Cause I have drove that in a vehicle once, all the way over. You ain't that far from Bristol, if I remember right. When you come out down towards 81, is it 81? Yeah, I think it's 81. I used to be this freaking walking road map and gotten old and lazy and injuries and everything else. I don't know. It's like we all used to know like 47 phone numbers off the top of our head, and now everybody's like, oh, I don't even know my own phone number. That's truth. That's 100% truth. Somebody's gonna see that and go, yeah, I remember that. Hell, it's like sometimes I wonder now, like, how the hell we all used to communicate and meet up and shit like that. We didn't have no cell phones, pagers, none of that shit, but we managed to do it. You know, it just, but it was caused a little bit of punctuality too. It's like, well, I got to be here at that certain time. Welch's Finest Hotel. That ain't saying much there, bro. I've actually been kicked out of that place before. Long time ago. Thing is, you ever come up here and visit, you want to spend the night in a motel room? No, that's pretty much the one you're gonna get. It ain't great, but At least it wasn't last time I was in there, but don't tell your friends up there where you're staying at, because they're going to have a party. No, I guess they tore all that shit down, and I don't know what the hell that building is. I can't even remember what the hell this building here was. I know there used to be a grocery store out here once upon a time. And there actually used to be another park. It had a swimming pool, but this Little League field here. So somebody just... Yeah, we were famous on that too. All-Stars that went to the playoffs for the Little League World Series. Those guys did. I wasn't one of them. But when they came down to practice, because Clarence, the same guy who drove the school bus, was their coach, my cousin. So I got to go down there a lot. I probably could have went down to Florida with them, but there wasn't no way my old man was going to pay for that shit. I used to deliver newspapers out here. That was the thing when I was a kid, delivering newspapers. Have your paper route. A lot of bullshit work for nothing. It seemed like big money to you at the time, though. That building, those, I don't know what the fuck that is now. It wasn't nothing when I was here. Trail Hut. Oh, I bet you it's a fucking ATV fucking place or something. Yep. Havoco. Won't go too far out this way. Turn around, go back. Start heading on out of here. I just wanted to kind of check it out while I was here, because it ain't like it's just right around the corner and do it anytime you want. Well, I could do it anytime I want, but this ain't no small little trip. And besides that, there's just too much other world to see. That's insane to look at these houses, though. I forgot about shit like this, where the house, like, giving high fives to the fucking truck drivers who are going by your door. People did, they don't think nothing of it either. That's the fun part about it. There's a bunch of cabooses over there. That's kind of neat. My brother-in-law would probably like that. My other one, not the one that's in Texas. I don't know if Kevin's into trains. You know, I just always wonder too, like, if the town was doing really good, would I've had the same childhood? Would I've stayed, or would I still have left? I don't know what, I still think I probably would have left. So I always felt like there was more. I never felt like I belonged. I always felt like there was more for me out there. You know, I definitely didn't end up with the life that I thought I would live, you know, like when I was a kid, but I can't say I lived a bad life. I've done a lot of mistakes. They're like, oh, you got the greatest stories. I'm like, yeah, I got stories. They're true, unfortunately. But it ain't not what it's cracked up to be. I remember, he's coming out here. Somebody used to live over there, and I'm trying to remember who the hell it was. But yeah, that's where the Long John's and the Pizza Hut was at. Those buildings are gone. Unless that one of them was the one of the buildings. But the other one's definitely gone. Nope, let's go do the bypass. Really don't feel like going through Welch again for no reason. Where I learned how to drive. Literally the first time I took a car out on the highway with the driver's ed teacher. Took me straight up here. Well, that's the first time I officially drove. He knew it though. He knew it. I'd already drove on the highway. He told me after he let me out of the car, as somebody else's turn. He's like, yeah, I knew you knew how to do it. What's that Jason Aldean song? Rearview Town? Where was that song when I was leaving out of here as a kid? Oh, and there we go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna head on and back out. I ain't eating at that McDonald's. I was gonna stop and get something to eat, but I just ain't feeling McDonald's. Sure ain't nobody in that motherfucker for sure. That didn't even exist. Like, I didn't need a McDonald's until I was in the Marine Corps in Jacksonville, North Carolina, out of, you know, first duty station. First time I ever went to a McDonald's. Remember that? I forgot about that. There's a dude. Get all kinds of money. You just sit there, take a bulldozer for cutting the mountain apart. He did it for years. Bulldozer just set up there for like 20 years. That actually don't look bad. On the grill, that's gone. That was the Hardee's. I don't feel like Subway. I wonder if this damn KFC is actually open. So I can go for that. God, look how small this lot is.